Hey ladies, so I was just thinking today about how women treat each other, and I know this doesn't have a whole lot to do with PCOS. It kind of does, I'll get to that, but a lot of women, I feel like, aren't supportive of each other, and I don't know, I think that that's probably like our other women are like our worst enemy, which that it should be men. Like, we should be teaming up together. I don't know. So, I just kind of wanted to talk about it today. I feel like women are always out to get each other, and I noticed it in even some of the best people that I know. Like, they're oh, I can't stand that person, oh, blah, 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 knocking each other down, and I hate that. And I'm not going to say I never did that. I'm not going to say that I have never, dissed someone or did a backhanded compliment. And for those of you who don't know what a backhanded compliment is, I'll give you an example. It'd be like a woman saying, oh, wow, you have so much confidence. If I was your size, I wouldn't wear something like that out in public, but, I admire how confident you are in how you look, and so that's kind of like, that's a backhanded compliment because you're complimenting them, but you're not really complimenting them, you're putting them down. And I think it ties really well into PCOS because you already feel like you look like crap. You already feel terrible about yourself, and that's because you got so many hormones rushing around in you. It's so easy to gain weight with PCOS. It's really hard to lose it. The depression that comes with PCOS, it's just really difficult to have PCOS. And then you have like people out there who are trying to tear you down, and I hate that. It's like as if these women, I'm not saying all women do this. I don't anymore. I would say in high school I might have a couple times, but I really don't. I don't like tearing people down. And it's the whole, oh, they have to make themselves feel better scenario. But at the same time, I have met some women who feel like it's their job to let people know, oh, there's something wrong with you, you need to change it, kind of thing. Like, if some women, if they see other women that are very, very self-confident and they feel really good about themselves, but they're bigger, it's like they feel this urge, like, I have to go let them know that this is not okay. Like, who do they think they are feeling good about themselves? And, I don't like to be political and such like that on here, but I feel like it's very important, and I know that I'm not going to change anything, and, things are just going to go on how they are. I'm not going to change the people from stopping and doing this, but I want to change how women feel about themselves when this happens. I think if someone comes up to you and they try to give you a backhanded compliment or something like that, you should feel good about yourself. Even though they're like, oh yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable going out in something like that with your body type, but you were so confident about it, blah, blah, blah. You should feel good about yourself because obviously they feel threatened or they feel bad about themselves. They're so ugly on the inside, and they may be pretty on the outside, most of them, some of them, but they are ugly on the inside, and they, feel the need because you look good or you're confident, and they're jealous of your confidence and they don't feel secure, so they have to come over and tear down your confidence. And I don't like that. I feel like that is a terrible thing to do. And I'm not saying that these women are bad people. It's bad choices. It's like I tell my nephews, just because you do something bad doesn't mean you're a bad kid. It's just a bad decision. And you know, I just see that all the time. Like, I feel like they think it's their job to let you know that it's not okay to feel confident because you don't look skinny or pretty or perfect. And the other, it's like a double-edged sword, because if you feel confident and you show that you're confident, then you're just being cocky and you're being self-centered. But if you don't feel confident, then it's like, oh, you should feel more confident about yourself because, you know, confidence is sexy and blah, blah, blah. And when you feel confident, you look great, you know, all this and all that. So you're told to be confident and that you look great when you're confident, or that, you know, it's attractive and that people will admire you for your confidence. But if you act confident, then you're just a self-centered person, you know. And I've thought of this because I've been feeling so great lately, but at the same time I don't want to share it, because I feel like if I try and share it that I feel like I'm feeling good, that people will think I'm trying to rub it in their face, or think that I'm trying to whatever, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, I've always felt like I am a pretty person, and I don't think that there's a crime, you know. I've always felt, you know, even when I was heavy at my heaviest, I still felt like I was pretty. I've always liked, you know, my facial features, and, you know, and I've always liked my hair, and I feel like it's wrong to like how I look. I feel like I'm self-centered if I say it. I don't think I've ever actually really said I'm pretty, or told someone that I'm pretty, you know, because I don't want to say, oh yeah, I'm pretty, or I'm attractive, or I think I'm attractive, because then they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, who does she think she is? Has she seen herself? And it's just, you know, like, oh wow, she has like this wrong with her, and you paint an automatic target on your back. And so it's kind of like you can't say anything good about yourself, because then you're just, you know, if you say anything good about yourself, then you are overconfident and you're cocky. But if you say something bad about yourself, then you're automatically fishing for compliments, and you can't win. So I don't know. I know this is a rant. I should have forewarned everyone. I'll put it in the description. They'll read it. But anyways, I feel like, I don't know, because you see it all the time with women cutting each other down, and I know that there's been so often where I just felt like crying because, you know, I was overweight, and I still am technically overweight by, you know, and I know I do have some pounds to lose, so I'm not technically overweight. I am overweight. But I feel confident lately, and I feel good about myself, and I feel, you know, like I'm pretty, and I feel attractive, and I've like been so afraid to like share it, because I don't want to like seem cocky, and I don't want to seem self-absorbed. But I think if you guys are feeling like you feel great, share it. Don't be afraid to feel awesome about yourself, because, you know, I don't know. I think that confidence is a great thing, and if somebody tries to knock you down for it, then they are just not confident in themselves. And, you know, just be the bigger person. Sometimes, you know, if they come up to me or something like that, or someone comes up to me, which I've never had it personally happen, but I've seen it happen. You know, if someone were to do that to me, I'd probably be like, you know what? Thank you. I feel great in this outfit. And, you know, 30 pounds ago, before I started losing weight, I probably wouldn't have felt this confident. And I'm glad that you noticed how confident I am. And I know I'm big talk right now, and I probably wouldn't say that in real life, but I would think that in my head. And it's just kind of like, I don't know. I have to think of a witty way to come back at people who try and knock me down, if they do. But if they ever were to try that, I'd probably just be like, oh, well, thank you. I like your dress. And just leave it at that. You kill them with kindness. That's what I do. And that's what I try to do, at least. But, you know, it's just kind of like, I was thinking about that just because I was thinking the other day how I feel good because I've always felt pretty. I've always felt like I was pretty. But I haven't always felt like everyone else thought I was pretty. And that's because I was overweight. So I felt like losing weight, people would think that I was pretty and they would be able to see that I was pretty, you know, and not just me see it. And you know, Chris has always thought I was pretty, and he always tells me that I'm beautiful. And, well, not always, he's not like constantly telling me I'm beautiful, but he tells me that I'm beautiful, he tells me that I'm pretty, and, you know, lets me know that I'm attractive. And that's all that really matters. And I guess, you know, I don't need everyone else to think I'm pretty, but I am not going to be ashamed that I think I am. So, you know, and I don't want everyone else to be either. I think that everyone has their own taste, so you're not going to be pretty to everyone, but, you know, screw them. Screw them. I said it. Screw those people. You don't need them in your life. And if you have a frenemy or a best friend who, you know, is dissing on you like that, you don't need them. I have best friends, and they're awesome, and they tell me that I'm doing a great job, and I tell them that they're doing a great job. And I encourage them and they encourage me, and that's a healthy relationship. It is not healthy when people are trying to shame you into being skinnier or shame you into dressing a certain way or something like that, you know? If they're using shame as a technique rather than encouragement, then it's probably not a healthy relationship. So I just wanted to share that. I know that it's not really like anything to do with PCOS other than confidence and just having PCOS. I know how weight just tears you down, and I see so many of you guys are beautiful, and you feel bad about yourselves because you have PCOS and because you feel like it's tearing you down. I'm not saying all of you, but you know, it's just, I see it. And you guys are beautiful, and, you know, you don't have to worry. If you want to lose weight, you do it for yourself, and you do it because you want to feel better, and you do it because you want your symptoms to be better. But don't do it because someone's trying to shame you into it. And I don't know. Like, I don't want to be a super skinny person. I still want to have curves because I find that attractive. But other men like the really super skinny women, and they find that attractive. To each their own. And just because I'm not a twig doesn't mean I'm not sexy and I'm not pretty and I'm not skinny. It just means that I am where I want to be. So I am, you know, we're going to stop this. We're going to take down girl meanness and such. And yeah. But I just wanted everyone, all of you women out there, even if I have never seen you or never met you, you're all beautiful in your own way. Even if it's not in society standards, even if you've felt turned down or you've had backhanded compliments, you know, ignore them. You don't need those people in your life. And if they aren't people who are in your life and people who, you know, you don't really know, there's a reason they're not in your life. And, you know, you're better off without them. And like I said, don't let anybody shame you into anything. If you want to do something, you do it because you want to do it. And yeah, so PCOS or not, I think this relates to all women. And I think all women need to hear that they're beautiful. And it's like my role model, Marilyn Monroe. I don't remember the quote exactly, so if I misquote it, don't hurt me. But she said all women need to be, or all little girls need to be told that they're beautiful, even if they're not. And there's no such thing as an ugly person. It's in their personality. I think the only ugly people are people who are trying to tear other people down. I think they are truly ugly because you can cover up stuff on the inside, but you can't cover up stuff on, or you can cover up stuff on the outside, but you can't cover up who you really are. And if you have an ugly personality, it's going to come out, and there's no amount of makeup that is going to make your personality pretty. You have to work on that. So that's all I wanted to say, and I will see you guys later on, and I hope you guys have a great week. I'll probably make a video sometime this weekend, but yeah, bye.